Hey everyone, just doing a quick review on the Infant Optics baby cam. Give you my thoughts on it and tell you what I liked, what I didn't like about it, and let you know my decision if I recommend this or not at the end of the video. So we've had this going on for about 4 years, ever since my daughter was born. We originally had this hanging on the wall. It comes with mountable hardware, and you just hang it from that hook right there, and it works great. It you can control all of the camera functions from here. You can move it up, move it down, listen to your child at night. And the receiver itself, it works pretty great. The quality is not that great on the camera itself, but it gives you an idea of what's going on. It doesn't really have to be high quality or anything like that. Picks up the sounds very easily, which is great. So if your kid's crying, it comes out really loud, even with a low volume. And you have this sensor right here that kind of shows you how much sound is coming from the room. So if a kid's crying like this, if I pick up my voice, it starts showing in red. Or if it's a small subtle sound, it just shows in green. So that's a good signal right there. If if your child's really crying really loudly and the volume's low, you can see this picking up here. One of the cons about this is the receiver itself. So the battery doesn't last too long on this. So if you leave this out and you're constantly, looking at the screen, turning it off, turning it back on, the battery will tend to die fairly quickly. We usually just leave this plugged in, so that wasn't really a big deal for us. So displays temperature. We've had issues with the temperature where if your child gets a hold of this and starts pressing buttons, it can change this to Celsius pretty quickly. And there were times where we couldn't figure out how to put it back because their controls and options really doesn't display that easily. So we had to look that up online. That was one of the other issues that we had with this, which really isn't a big deal. It's pretty easy to switch back. And another issue we've had with this is that it sometimes doesn't pick up signal. So this will give you an error that it's too far away from the camera, which is, which isn't true, since we're usually in the same place, either downstairs or in other rooms. So that's another issue we've had with this, but we would just shut it off for a little bit. It even comes with this to pick up the signal better, but that didn't seem to help. But we just shut it off and turn it back on. We even had that was random issues for some reason. It wasn't consistent. But other than that, yeah, this monitor, baby monitor, has worked pretty well for us in the past, for the past 4 years that we have had it. So if you're looking for a pretty decent quality baby cam that isn't too expensive, I highly recommend this one.